Hi everyone, I'm Tan.
I'm Lexy.
And together we form the Spiritual Business Collective, where we talk about all things conscious, relationships, business, and everything in between.
Boom.
So it's January, and Lexy had an amazing idea to talk about January energy, and I can't wait because I actually really didn't do well with January energy.
Yeah, look, January is, as we know, like, you know, you go into the new year, new day, and you're like full of all of these new ideas and all of these new dreams as well, like how you're going to live your life and what your life's going to look like this year, and you know, what changes you're going to make. Basically all of those resolutions.
Absolutely.
You know, sure,
and that was me. I've got notes and I've got action items. And then everything went to poo. Tell me why.
So what happens is we make all these resolutions, and then on another level we also start to attach expectation, right? And what I always find funny with all my clients, with all of our clients, is that they then come back and go, oh my God, like this isn't happening. I'm failing already. And I'm like, I think I had one lady message me, and it was like 2 weeks in. I'm like, we're 2 weeks into January. Like, you know, you've got another 50 weeks of this year. So what happens is with those expectations is because you're so full of this brand new energy that you're going to be taking on the world, you then start to expect that you're going to be almost doing all of it by January.
Yeah, so true. So true. And like even relationship stuff, I was like, our relationship's going to be perfect from now because it's the new year. And then reality went.
Exactly. You can't. And see, you would have found with that too, that's like when you've gone, oh, I've got this ideology of how it's going to be, and then you place the expectation, and then the reality starts to kick in, and you're like, oh my God, like this isn't what I expected. This isn't what I thought. So one thing that I have spoken to our clients about is making sure that you're being very realistic with your goals, and making sure that they're quantifiable. Because a lot of the times, you know, I mean, years ago I would go, oh, I want to be healthier. It's like, what the hell does that mean? How am I going to know if I've achieved that goal? How am I going to know my progress? How am I going to know where I'm landing on it? If I need to work harder, if I need to just cruise a little bit, you know, and that it's hard to get into a flow state if you don't know
where it is
what if you don't know where you're going, it's a bit hard. So what I do recommend is sitting down, and if you know, one is to be healthier or have as you used before, like, you know, a great relationship. Then what does a great relationship look like to you?
Great point.
And then even if people go, oh, well, you know, more connection, it's like, okay, so what does that mean?
So next level, like keep pulling it back, what does that mean?
Like you keep just peeling back those layers to get to something that's like the nitty gritty, you know? I kind of liken it a bit to, it's like a squirrel in a way, you know, like you're getting a nut and you're cracking it until you've got something that you can work with. Some of them you are going to just have the nuts that you can work with straight away. Others are going to be, that's an idea or something that I'm going to work on for a few years, and you're going to keep it for the winter, or, you know, store it away. It's like on your radar, but it's not something that you need to be working towards.
Exactly. And my impatience is horrendous. I have the best of intentions, and I'm very gung-ho and things like that. And you're right, like it comes January and a couple of weeks in, I'm just like, I failed. It's not happened again.
And do you have like, how do you know, is it just like a feeling that you get straight away? I mean, for me personally, I've had that where I just feel like, oh my God, like I'm so behind the 8 ball. I have no idea what's going on.
Exactly. It is. It's like, I thought I would be further along than this, or it feels very familiar. Like I'm doing the same shit as what I did last year, and it should be better now.
So, And that's the thing, like I say, it needs to be, I can't even say it enough. It needs to be quantifiable. It needs to be something like, for instance, say with your business, or, you know, anything like that. If you go, okay, I want to make, like people go, I want to make more money.
Yeah.
Yay. That would be nice. But and that's great. It's a great idea. But the thing is, it's an idea. It's not, it doesn't have legs yet, you know, it can't walk. So you've got to then go, okay, well, to make more money. Okay. So then how do I do that? By getting more clients. How can I get more clients? By having more conversations. So realistically, then you go, okay, well, to make X amount of money a month, I need to have 8 clients a week, or I need to have whatever the magic number is for you. Yeah. Same with, I've had a few clients message me about, you know, weight loss, or about their own mental health and things like that. Set little steps and go, okay, well, for me to feel better mentally, what does that look like? Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And I think those little steps are the key, because we're wanting these big changes to happen without having those little steps.
Yeah.
Or we try and do these, I can speak for myself, grand overhauls of our life in a certain area.
One day.
In one day, and then wonder why it hasn't lined up straight away.
Yeah.
And discounting those little steps.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll find as well is that, because I think January, people can say, it is a pressure month. Like there is a lot of pressure to get things done and everything's kind of hit the ground running. But January overall is planting the seeds, and people need to remember that you're planting the seeds. Like you said, you're taking those small steps. It's just small baby steps. You have an idea of what you want. You're just starting to grow legs, and you're just starting to take steps. And if you know what that progress looks like throughout that journey, then you can go, okay, I actually am making progress. This is working for me.
Yeah, exactly. Because I did share that post maybe last week or something about like if you walk in at the end of the movie and you know that everything's going to be okay, when you watch it and the scary parts happen, you don't take yourself to that same level, because you're like, okay, this is a bit scary, but it's going to be okay.
Yeah, exactly. You don't react as much. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that if you know that's where you're going to land, or that's what you're aiming for, then you can also kind of let go of your expectations on the day, because you're like, well, you're already doing the actions that you know line up with that. Yeah. So therefore you're in alignment. You're on the right trajectory. Yeah. It doesn't knock you emotionally so much. And I mean, you're not the only one. I've had a moment of it. You know, we've had so many clients message going, so that's why I wanted to do this chat today, because I'm like, you guys need to know, just strip it back to basics, like take it right back, and get real into the nitty gritty. Go, okay, well, this is exactly the one thing that I need to do. If it is, people go, I want to be happy, I want to feel happier. Yeah. Okay, what makes you happy, and what is one thing that you can do that makes you smile or makes you happy every day? Yeah. Then if you're doing that, tick. Exactly. You're on track.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think for everyone to just take a breath and pull it back. You know, the year's not over. Yeah. We haven't failed.
We've got 50 weeks.
Exactly. We've literally just started. And the collective panic that I have felt, and I know you have as well, it's overwhelming at times. Whereas as part of the Sacred Rebellion, we need to be leaders of this. We need to be the ones that are actually leading from the front. Yes. And so other people can see from our example that this is how we do it better.
Yeah, exactly. And I've found, like, I can speak from personal experience on all of those other years where I haven't done that. Yeah. I feel like I'm just on a constant roller coaster. I'm like behind on things. I'm always like, oh my God, I miss this. Oh, I don't know this. And then I'm having a breakdown, or like I'm crying in my shower. All of those things. Like, you're not alone. Like, heaps of people go through those things, those experiences. And I've found through myself that as long as you put those basics to it and get on the details and just slowly work through it methodically. I think that's the thing. If you're an air sign like I am, something we struggle with, you want to just get to the finish line already. Yeah. And, you know, but yeah, once you slow things down, like Tanya said, and just take a breath and go, okay, I can do this. Yeah. I know where I'm landing. It's fine. And just also release the expectation of timing as well. Yes. So many of us put this thing that it's like, oh, I need to have this done by this time, or this, I need this in my life by now. It's like, there needs to be a little bit of room for movement.
Yeah.
you know.
So then maybe if we could be bypassing certain things that we really need in our lives, certain learnings and experiences and that's the reason why it's taking longer. Well, every single time without fail that's happened for me.
Yeah, 100% for me as well. There's always something that you look back on and you're like, oh, yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, I skated through that, didn't I? Yeah. Like if you're going to fly, you know, I guess my best analogy to use is this. Like say you're on a road trip, right? You stop, you're making regular stops. You're taking in the landscape, what's going on around you, the conversations. Whereas if you just fly somewhere, you've missed, like there's a lot of landscape you've missed. There's a lot of details. Holiday. There's a lot of other conversations, all those types of things. Like don't get me wrong, I still promote flying over in terms of travel when it's all back. But yeah, that's the best analogy I can think of. One. Yeah, I love it. Needs to be the road trip and where you enjoy the journey and all the turns. Yeah. It's not just I've flown there and I'm here now and what am I doing? So
yeah, I love that. Thank you.
That's okay. Thank you.
I hope you guys got something out of that because I know I did. I was having that caught up into that energy as well and I was like, Lexy.
Yeah. Oh, because it triggers your survival mode. Yeah. It 100% triggers your survival mode and you just go, like you're like, oh my God. And you start to go in freak out panic mode. So
it takes us backwards.
Yeah. So just
Well, thanks everyone. Hopefully you got something out of that too. Drop some comments below. How have you gone for January? Were you like all over it? And just going along? Or were you freaking out?
Yeah.
And emotional and things happening.
Fucking going, oh God. What am I going to do for the other 11 months of the year?
But we'd love to hear. And remember, there's no right or wrong because we're all learning off each other.
Exactly.
So as always, keep moving forward, rebels.
Yes.
And sending big love.
Just one step after the other.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.